a scale that couldn't be trusted. This is the story of a man who left his village with nothing but a bicycle and a bag of dried spices, and one broken weighing scale. 10 years later, that same man supplied 3 markets in the city. What happened in between will surprise you. Before we start, where are you watching from? Comment below. And if stories like this move you, subscribe, because every week we share one more. Leaving the village. In a small farming village, there lived a 34-year-old man named Karim. His family had grown in dried spices for 3 generations, but the village market paid almost nothing. Karim watched his father sell a full season's harvest for barely enough to cover seed for the next one. He had a wife, 2 children, and a decision to make. At 34, most men his age were already settled. Karim was starting over. The city had no room for him. Karim moved to the city with 1 suitcase, a bag of his family's spice blends, and an old weighing scale that no longer balanced correctly. He rented a corner of a friend's shop, just enough space for a small table. The first week, he sold nothing. Shopkeepers around him had been there for 20 years. Customers trusted faces they already knew. Karim was a stranger with a broken scale and a product nobody had heard of. The question that broke him. One evening, his wife called from the village. "Are you eating properly there?" she asked. Karim lied and said yes. He hadn't eaten a full meal in 2 days. He was saving every rupee for rent. That night, sitting alone in the small room he shared with 3 other men, he asked himself the question he had been avoiding. Did I make a mistake, leaving everything behind? The old shopkeeper's advice. The next morning, an old shopkeeper named Yusuf, who had a stall 2 streets away, noticed Karim sitting quietly with unsold packets. "You're new here," Yusuf said. "Let me guess. Good product. No customers." Karim nodded. Yusuf sat down. In this city, nobody buys from a stranger. They buy from someone they've seen 5 times. Come back tomorrow, same time, same spot. Do that every day for 1 month, even if you sell nothing. By day 30, you won't be a stranger anymore. Showing up anyway. Karim didn't understand it fully, but he had nothing left to lose. Every morning at 7 a.m., rain or heat, he set up in the exact same spot. Some days he sold 2 packets, some days none. He fixed the scale himself, piece by piece, using tools borrowed from Yusuf. Slowly, the same faces started walking past. A tea seller, a tailor, a woman who ran a small restaurant. They didn't buy at first. They just started nodding hello. The first real customer. On day 26, the woman who ran the small restaurant stopped and asked to smell his garam masala. She bought 1 packet, hesitant, testing him. 3 days later, she came back and bought 5. "My customers asked what changed in my cooking," she told him. By the end of month 2, she was buying from Karim every week, and she had told 2 other restaurant owners about him. What 10 years built. A decade later, Karim's spices are sold in 3 city markets, supplied to over a dozen restaurants, and packed by 4 employees he now trusts with his family's recipes. He still visits his original spot once a week, not because he has to, but because that's where it started. When people ask him the secret to his success, he doesn't talk about the product. He says, "I showed up in the same place every single day until I wasn't a stranger anymore." Your challenge. If you're building something, a shop, a page, a small business, here is Karim's lesson. Consistency beats talent. Showing up beats waiting for the perfect moment. Your challenge? Pick 1 place, 1 platform, 1 habit, and show up there every single day for 30 days, even when nothing seems to be happening. Comment below. What will you show up for tomorrow? Like this video if you're starting today, and subscribe. Every week, we bring you one more story of someone who built something from nothing.